Hello and welcome, First Lutheran family. I'm sure at this point you've heard either from an email or Facebook message that we will not be able to host worship in person at the church this Sunday, March 22nd. Due to the COVID-19 quarantines, as church leadership, we've had to make a decision what was based on what was best, not only for our church, but for the community as a whole. And although we're not able to meet together in person to worship, that does not mean we're not able to worship together and be the church and the hands and feet of Christ to our community. We will be providing some online resources that you can use to be able to worship together with our congregation on Sunday mornings, as well as resources for materials you can use at home for you and your family to be able to stay connected and stay in the Word. If you want to join me, I'm going to lead us through a tutorial on how to get onto our First Lutheran Church website and how to use these online resources. If you're not familiar with our website, hopefully this tutorial will help you and get you ready to be able to join us online and worship on Sunday. I'm going to log into our First Lutheran Church website and show you how to use the website to access the links to our live worship and other resources to help us minister to you and continue to be the church in this time of quarantine. So follow along with me on this tutorial and I'll show you these links and options. Okay, first thing you'll need to do is open your browser window and go into the address bar up here at the top and type in firstlutheran-paola.org and hit enter, and that will take you to our homepage of our website. Here's the homepage of our website, and to make things very easy for everyone, we've put links directly right here on the front page. So all you have to do, if you want to join us for our live worship, for example, Sunday, March 22nd at 9 a.m., Pastor Mark will lead us through a live worship service. You would come onto the website, click this Worship Online Here link. All you do is click on it once, and it will take you directly to the page where our online worship is hosted. Now, normally, if this was live, you would see a video right here. Over here in this section is a live chat feed where you can type in messages and interact with everyone else that's online at the same time. So you'll be able to interact with Pastor Mark and any other members who are watching. You can type a little note to them here and you'll see all of their responses right along this live chat feed. If during worship you would like to request a prayer, you can click on this request prayer link and it will be sent in to Pastor Mark, and we will connect you with the Stevens minister that will contact you and be able to pray directly with you together on the phone. Also some features in here which are really fun for our live worship. As we're reading the scriptures, if you would like, you can click on this Bible tab right here, and it will take you to a version of the Bible. You can choose which version you like. For us trusty German Lutherans in the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, we usually use the ESV version. So you can change it to the ESV and you can read along in scripture right with the service as if you were in church with the Bible in front of you. You just pick whichever book of the Bible we're in and you click on it, find the chapter, find the verse that we're at, and just read along together. Also, another feature in here is what is called the connection card. This is how we'll take attendance for worship. Instead of handwriting in the books at church, you will click connection card, and it's going to take you to another page right here where you can enter your name, email, address, phone number, and prayer request. This will be how we take attendance. And if you don't want to use the live prayer request, you can type it in right here instead, and it will get sent directly to Pastor Mark. He'll be able to respond and answer those. Again, this is how we're taking attendance. And as you can see, when we clicked on that link, it took us to a different tab. So I'd recommend, if you're going to attend the live worship, to get in a little earlier than 9 o'clock. Come in, fill out this information first for attendance, because when it takes you to the screen, you're not able to still see the live feed at the same time. So it'll just be an easier thing for you as a member watching to come in first, click connection card, go in and fill out all this information and hit submit. As soon as you hit submit, you can just close this window and it will take you right back to the live feed. Okay, and from this main screen here, the live screen, you can also see the link here for give. This will be how we take an offering during this time. Again, we are not able to meet in person due to our current quarantine situation. However, we still have the same expenses as before. We still have utilities to pay, salaries, ministry expenses. So if you're able to, we would appreciate if you could continue to give. This is our online giving. So when you click that link, it will take you again to another window. And this goes into the Venco services. This is the online giving that we have been using at First Lutheran. It is all secure. If you are already set up with that ability, you just enter your information in and do your offering. If you've never used it before, if you create this, click on the create profile link, it's going to take you in and ask you to set up a profile. You'll need your email address. You'll have to create a password. It needs your name, address, phone number, those things. It will also ask for your bank account routing numbers and account numbers. And then you will be able to choose once you set all that up. And again, this is all very secure. It's set up through a service that we have used for a very long time at First Lutheran. Once you are able to set up your bank account information, you can decide how much you want to give. You can choose how often, a one-time, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever you choose. And if you choose to do it more than once, say you want to do it monthly, you can choose when you want to start and then the date that you want to stop. So say you want to go through the end of the year and do this, you can easily just click to the end of December and have it there. And so then every month, whatever amount you put up here, I'm going to pretend to be rich and put $10,000 because, you know, I'm rich like that. It would every month on that date, the 21st, it would take that amount out of your bank account and send it to First Lutheran. And again, we'd appreciate all the contributions that you're able to do during this time. We know everyone's struggling, but if you're able to continue to contribute, that would help us with our expenses as well. All right, so once you're finished with that, again, this is something I would do ahead of the service or maybe even after service. If you're not already set up with it, you just close that window and it takes you right back to the live feed. There's also a link here that is set up to take you back to our website. If you click on it, I'm not going to click that since we've already been on the website, but this is what the live feed will look like, and it is a really helpful tool that we'll be able to use. Okay, so that are all the features here on our live worship page, which again, on Sunday, March 22nd, we will be worshiping live at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 7 p.m. You'll be able to log in here, watch it live here, as well as interact over here in a live chat with anyone else who's watching. But if for some reason you can't log on during those times and join us for worship, we have other options. You can just, if you click out of this, we're going to close this page for now. Now we're back on the main First Lutheran webpage. Again, firstlutheran-paola.org. If you're unable to watch the live worship, you can come on and click this link, Replay Online Worship. If you click that link, it will take you to another page. And here we have archived all of our worship services that were posted online. Earlier this week, Pastor Mark did a devotion on the armor of God. It's here. And if you missed that, you can simply come in here, click play on this video, and you'll be able to watch the video on your own time. So we see it here.
We make our beginning in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen. So you could easily, you get to click play. You can fast forward. You see this thing popping up here on the below. This is just an advertisement for other videos through the service we use. In order to click that, all you have to do is come over here and click this little X and it will go away. But then you have the ability to fast forward through the service. If while listening to Pastor Mark for some reason you miss something, you can simply go rewind it and replay that again.
Against the power.
If for some reason you needed to fast forward, and you could easily fast forward this part, but Pastor Mark needs you to know that I would never fast forward through your devotions, not me. But if you want to, you're able to fast forward through it to get through a little quicker. Also, if you want to watch it in a full screen, just click this little box down here. It will make it a full screen for you so it's easier to see. And at any time, if you want to get out of that, you just go back and click this little box again, and it takes it back to the regular screen. We also did a hymn sing on Friday night. If you missed the hymn sing and would like to see that, you can come here and click this video and you'll hear all of the hymns that Janet recorded ahead for us. And the beauty of this, again, you can close this box out. If you don't like one of the songs, if you don't want to hear that hymn because you didn't like it, simple, just skip ahead until you find the next hymn, which is another color, so it makes it very easy to find it. Just click on to the next hymn, and here you go. You have He's Got the Whole World in His Hands. You can start listening to that hymn. And again, if you want to make it full screen, click on the box down here. Click on it again to shrink it. If you would like to share these, maybe you have a friend who is not a member at First Lutheran, but would like to be able to participate and watch these as well, you can click the share link right here. It gives you a link that you can copy. You can send it directly onto your Facebook, Twitter, and it gives you other options. All right, so we're going to go back to our main webpage now. And here we are again back at firstlutheran-paola.org. If you click on this next link, Kids Ministry Online, this is the link that we're using to minister to the children and families in our church. So just click on that. It will take you to the Kids Ministry page. And here at the first part on here, it says sign up for free kids bulletins. Those bulletins that we print on Sunday morning for children that have the color sheets, the games, the different activities in it for the lesson. If you would like to receive those, they are currently available free to us. All you have to do is come put your email in this box and hit this e-bulletins button, and it will start sending you through your email free children's bulletins for your kids to use. And that would be a resource you can easily print off at home and let them color and work in if they would like. Then if you scroll down, you'll see a welcome video from me welcoming you to our page. And again, as you click on these videos, it'll start to play.
Hey, Fred.
If you want to make it a large and full screen, you just click on this double arrow right here, and it will fill the screen with my face, unfortunately. You can also adjust the volume. If you want to shrink it back down, just click the arrows again. It'll take it back to the small screen. This first video here is called Are You Afraid? It's the first devotion I put up, and I would encourage you with your children. If they're nervous or worried right now with everything going on with the quarantine, it's a nice little devotion they can watch and be reminded that God is with us and He protects us always. So you would just come click on the video and be able to watch that with your children at any time. I will continue updating this page with more devotions and resources as I have them available to me. There's going to be a few times that I'm going to be able to interact live with the kids, and you can sign in and interact live. That information will all be posted here on this Kids Ministry page. So please come in and check it regularly for new resources and new materials that might be posted. All right, so we're going to close out of the Kids Ministry page now. Going back to our main First Lutheran page, the last link here is Give Now. Again, this, if you click on it, it's just going to take you to that Vanco Services page. This is our online secure giving that we've been using at First Lutheran. You can create a profile and sign up to give any amount that you want and for however frequently that you want. If for some reason you're having a hard time getting a profile or getting set up with this, please contact the church office. We'll be able to work with you and help you get your account set up securely so that you can give electronically to First Lutheran. And we appreciate all those contributions that we're able to receive. We're going to close out of here and go back to this main page. This is again our main website. Down here is a scrolling picture page here. If you click on any of these pictures, it's going to take you to those same links. For example, the Join Us Online, it's going to take you to the live worship. The next picture here is the tithes and offering. If you click on that, it's going to take you to the giving link. If you click on this, it's going to take you to the church's first Facebook page, and this one will take you to the Kids Ministry page. If you scroll down below this are all the announcements. Like currently we have a post about, you can see here about the Country Club in Vintage Park North, saying that visitors aren't allowed right now. We got posts about our Easter celebration, event announcements that physical worship is closed. These are all just our church announcements. Down below here is the sermon player that has always been posted online. You can go back and listen to any of Pastor Mark's sermons from previous weeks. They're all saved here. If you scroll a little bit lower, you can see each week's message and just click on that to hear an audio of that sermon. And if you just scroll back up, you can see that on the top of the page here is a countdown to when worship begins tomorrow. We show in 15 hours, 20 minutes, worship live will be happening. And that is when this worship online here link, that's when if you click on it, you'll be able to interact with our live worship. We'll have this countdown up here before each of our worship services just to remind you of when those services are coming. And if you just want to go and see the rest of this is the regular First Lutheran Church website. It has all the same features it always has. In the menu bar here, you can get worship information. You can get information on kids ministry, giving, education, adult Bible studies. It's all here. Sunshine Preschool, the About Us, the staff page, any of the normal things you would be able to find on our website. We have just added these newer features to help us all navigate the online worshiping while we're in quarantine and while we're not able to physically meet together at the as a congregation at the church. So please spread the word. If you know other people who aren't members of First Lutheran and are not able to go to their own churches, they're welcome to come to this website. Anyone can access this website publicly. All they have to do is put in firstlutheran-paola.org, and they will have access to this, and they can join us for online worship as well. Encourage them to join us. Encourage them to fill out a connection card so that we know they're there and we can connect with them later. And if you have any questions about our website, about the worshiping online giving, any of these resources that you need help with, please call the church office. We will connect with you and we will help you. We want to make sure everybody is able to access this and are able to get the resources they need while they're at home in quarantine. I hope this tutorial has helped you feel more comfortable accessing the church website and using these online resources. We'll be continuing to update and post more materials to these links, so check in regularly for these new resources, and we look forward to seeing you Sunday at worship. Thanks. Bye.